Sam Seder on the Majority Report. Emma Vigeland out today. So casual on Friday for her. Joining us now, very excited to have on the program, Bryan Quinby and Chris James, host of the Guys podcast. Hey, guys.
Hey, I'm the host. Chris is the
I'm
co-host.
the co-host. My name's not even on it, which you'll notice. It's called Guys with Bryan Quinby. So, and it reflects in the pay. It reflects in every aspect of it.
That's how we do it around here. Emma's out today, but
yeah. But I feel like, I don't know. It seems strange. It feels like we do the same amount of work. We're on the same amount of, anyways, that's for the best.
We don't do the same amount of work. I'm working all the time.
He was literally just on his 7th vacation of 2026.
I don't vacation that much. He thinks I vacation. I work when I go on vacation.
What do you do when you work on vacation?
Podcasts.
I mean, he doesn't. I guess he claims he gathers material, I guess, and that he gets himself into hijinks that he can then talk about on the show.
I didn't get into hijinks this last time, except for the weird Airbnb situation with.
Wait, what? Did you literally just come back from vacation at the beginning?
I just got back from Key West.
He was just in Florida for 10 days, and I was genuinely working during that time because I have to edit the episodes and stuff. And so I was sitting there working long hours, and he's posting all these photos in the Florida Keys.
Yeah. I didn't like it there, though. I didn't like either place. So
there is a lot of guys in the Florida Keys.
Wait, you're in Key West and where?
Miami. I didn't enjoy either place.
What were you doing there?
I wanted to be warm for a week or so, and I usually
so vacation. Okay, no, I get it.
Hey,
I'm really sorry you didn't enjoy yourself.
I did enjoy myself. Kind
0 degrees out here.
Yeah, it's 16 here, but. I did enjoy myself. I was with my wife. I saw a bunch of alligators and stuff like that. I just thought the cities were bad, but I did.
He went when the National Football Championship was happening in Miami. That was when he picked to go.
I did not know that. I landed the 2 days before, and it was a nightmare.
Did you take vacation during Christmas too?
Oh yeah, well, of course he's going to take Christmas vacation.
It's kind of long. Our Christmas vacation is kind of absurd. I will say that. We usually go from December 13th to next week. We start back next week with the real. We get in there and get the real work done starting sometime next week with Big Boobs Guys.
Yeah, we're doing an episode on Big Boobs Guys. Guys who are obsessed with big boobs.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So back to the grind.
Yes. I can't work on this. I usually work on a treadmill. I can't do this episode on a treadmill because I don't want people to walk in and think I'm just looking at big boobs, because I'm not. I'm doing it for work.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so you record your episodes while you're on?
He gathers the footage when he's working out in his gym.
Scrolls his phone, right?
Yeah. I just sit and scroll my phone while I'm walking at an absurd incline. But I can't do that when I do an episode Penis Guys or something like that, because there's going to be penises.
All right, I think this is an appropriate time to explain to people what the premise of your show is.
It's about guys. It's sociology. I did actually, for real. I went to school for sociology, and it just really, I'm not going to say it's smart because it's the dumbest show in the world and it's nasty, but it does. I go around, I find posts, Quora, different articles and stuff.
We're essentially covering, each week we cover a different group of guys that has made one thing their entire life, their entire personality. They base it all around one thing. And we kind of study how that makes you, alienates you from the rest of the world and makes you kind of a bizarre person. So yeah, we read their posts and arguments online, classic rock guys, whiskey guys,
guitar guys. And they all have problems with their wives. That's the main thing.
My wife is mad that I have bought 17 guitars this year and we have issues paying our bills and things of that nature. Yeah.
One of the most famous things from the show was on the Guitar Guys episode where this guy was like, how am I supposed to, my wife keeps telling me I'm buying too many guitars, and everybody's giving him advice. And one guy just goes, ask her how many hair straighteners she has. So Like women collect hair straighteners. And
what?
Well, they put them up on their wall behind them. Like they don't even play them all. It's like, yeah, that's right. It's when you
The hair straighteners?
Yeah. Well, this is a 76 Revlon.
No, the guitars. But these guys are obsessed. Every time somebody's wife is like, "You're doing this too much," they always are like, "Ask her how many pairs of shoes she has." Like it's just anything a wife might have in a 50s sitcom.
Exactly. Incidentally, men also have shoes.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to let everybody know. We just gotta do that qualification for people just so they know. Men also have shoes.
A lot more than my wife. A lot more shoes.
Same here. I have a lot more shoes than my wife too.
The guys who we're dealing with are not. Yeah, they're not necessarily.
We're not into shoes though. We're not shoes guys. Don't.
No, I got you.
Take us.
What kind of guys are you? Are you like, I know Bryan, you're kind of a Lego guy. Chris, have you identified with any kind of guys?
Well, I became a bowling guy. We did bowling guys and we covered it, and I remembered, hey, I kind of like bowling, so I got a ball and shoes, and I started going to this local bowling alley where nobody is taking it seriously. It's all like families and stuff, and I'm putting on my really shitty looking shoes and pulling up my custom ball, and then oftentimes bowling a much lower score than a family who's just in there enjoying themselves. But I got decent. I got my whole goal before the end of 2025 was to bowl a 210 pin, which is not that easy to do. And I did. I cracked it. I got a 200 on like the 29th of January. So I got decent.
That's pretty good. 200 is pretty good. I mean, 300 is like
perfect
the top.
score.
Which I've bowled, actually. I haven't.
Brian's got a ring from his dad, a 300 bowling ring he stole from his dad, and he is erroneously claiming to have bowled a 300. So
that's your Nobel Peace Prize?
Yeah. I don't know if erroneous is the right word. I think lying.
No, it's not a lie.
Nice.
My dad, this is what happened. This is what happened. I bowled a 300. They were out of rings. So my dad was like, here, you can have one of mine, and gave it to me. So that's how I got that.
I mean, Brian struggles. I've seen his bowling score. He struggles to hit triple digits. In fact, I had a terrible game when I was bowling, and I was like, "Holy shit, I'm like at Bryan level right now." That's what I was thinking in my head.
What about let's talk. Matt wanted me to ask about the Alien Guys episode. When was this Bill Maher clip from, Matt?
Oh, well, this is a new clip, I think, that we haven't seen.
I thought we'd sort of use the Alien Guys to explain the premise, but they sort of did that. But we have a new Alien guy, which is, I know a guy that Bryan and Chris are familiar with, which is Bill Maher. And
we love him.
We have a short clip here of him talking about aliens.
Is it on his show where he gets drunk where he's drunk and stoned? I love the show where he gets extremely drunk and stoned and then explains how he's an alcoholic sex addict for an hour.
It looks to me like the aliens kind of want us to know that they're here. It doesn't look like they're hiding it much anymore. They may be saying, Jesus Christ, these people are taking a long time to come around to what is fairly obvious, you know. And as I said to you on Real Time,
this guy's been on multiple times now.
I'm not upset about it because obviously they have the capability to do great harm, and they're not. They seem to be just monitoring. That could change.
The reality of it is, like, we've evolved technologically at a really rapid pace over the last 80 years, but our morals haven't, right?
Right.
We're still invading sovereign nations. We're still threatening nuclear war.
Right.
We're a violent species.
They may be in the process of deciding.
Can I say that thing when you get really high and you kind of don't see anything or hear anything? That's where he's at. He's so high there.
Yeah, have you guys watched his show? It's actually I was on a podcast called I Hate Bill Maher. Somebody has a whole podcast.
What's it about?
It's Will Weldon, who's a really funny comedian. And we watched an episode of Bert Kreischer, The Machine. I don't know if Sam, if you know Bert Kreischer, the topless comedian.
The topless comedian?
He takes his shirt off when he does his comedy.
Okay.
And I went and saw him live in Vancouver to a huge crowd. And he comes out to Fortunate Son, and before he even says a word, he rips his top off, and the crowd goes insane. Like they just saw like a last second touchdown in the Super Bowl. Like it is the biggest response I've ever seen for anything. But yeah, he was talking to Bill Maher, and they were discussing their alcoholism. And it was really remarkable how fucked up Bill Maher it gets, like really early in the episodes. And yeah, I guess he's like got that confidence about him where he doesn't, because I would feel embarrassed if I got that fucked up and went on like a live show.
No, you wouldn't.
In that vein, did you see when David Spade was on and he goes, "You're one of the only guys I could talk to about dating young girls." And David Spade goes, "No, not anymore. No, I'm a lot older now."
Yeah.
The Kreischer thing, Chris went to see Bert Kreischer, so I, as a olive branch to him, I've decided that possibly I might go see Jim Brewer when he performs across the street from me and get VIP passes so I can get a picture with him.
I've decided that he's coming to town. He's not coming to Canada, unfortunately. That's a big issue with all the problems we're having between America and Canada. We're missing out on some of your best comedians. It won't come here anymore.
Brewer. I can't. I want to go, but I want my wife to go because I want somebody that doesn't know that Jim Brewer's bad and crazy to be there with me
and just videotape her the whole time. Just to watch her reaction as she's totally like it becomes clear to her. It probably wouldn't take long. We've actually got a new clip of Jim Brewer because we
from the Bruniverse.
Yeah. What do you call it? The Bruniverse?
Is that
at the show?
All right.
Yeah.
He's
My wife,
the Bruniverse. He's got a bunch of young kids. No, they're like 17, 19-year-old kids or something that are like running his boards and stuff, and he's doing a show in a.
There's the guys.
Oh my God, we've played a bunch of these, like where he's doing, sort of his Rupert Pupkin thing, where he's like, doing stand up and. These, and so those are the kids who are on the board.
Boys. They call them the Brew Boys. He'll be like, he'll make a reference or something, and it's clear they have no idea, right? It's like they're on a completely different generation, and we're trying to figure out who they. I think he's got daughters, so they might be like daughters' boyfriends. They come over. Like, so we're gonna watch something up here. You got to go help my dad with something.
They're trying to become heirs to the Jim Brewer fortune.
The Goat Boy
fortune.
Well,
which
Chris,
I have an action figure of Goat Boy in my office.
Chris has a theory about Goat Boy, right?
Oh, my theory is that about Jim Brewer is that. If you guys remember Goat Boy from Saturday Night Live, my theory is...
Are you kidding? Of course.
One thing
But my theory is that Goat Boy is the real guy and Jim Brewer is a character that the Goat Boy
does. But yeah, those young men, because we had wondered forever who those guys were. And then they showed them, and Chris was like, well, we probably shouldn't show this. They're his sons. And then somebody in the chat was like, no, they're not his sons. He has daughters. And now we're just like, why are 17-year-olds helping Jim Brewer do his weird basic?
I have an idea. I think it has to do with like the $350 an hour that he pays.
Yeah, you can use the gaming PC. Yeah,
exactly.
That's what it seems like too. That because one guy, I don't know why he needs 3 people. By the way, like he needs one of them to say. He needs just one of them to tell him to stop messing around with the microphone while he does.
He makes the mic. It makes all these noises when he holds it.
Yeah, because he walks around like Freddie Mercury with like half a mic stand.
He's got so much. He's got all that energy and stuff. And then he went on Kill Tony recently.
Chris's favorite show, Kill Tony.
My favorite show, the Kill Tony podcast. And he's like, man, I told these young guys about Kill Tony that I was on it. They were going crazy. And then they're like, yeah, I guess we've heard of it.
So this clip here is prominently features the Brew Boys, and It's actually shocking because Jim looks great in it, which it might be a little bit unbalancing. But
we're trying to throw you a curveball here, guys.
You can pause him at Sam. You can pause him at any time, and it looks crazy. Like
He's
there's no
king.
He's the pause
known as
king.
the pause king, where it doesn't matter where you pause him, he looks completely insane in a totally unique way every time.
Here's the Brew Boys trying to give Jim something they'll think he'll approve of, and his reaction is not what they're expecting.
We'll start with you, Kyle.
All right, have you seen what's been going on in Venezuela? I mean, the U.S. went in, we did.
I know it happened.
All right, but did you see what the White House put out after the fact?
No. What they put out?
All right, let me show you.
You can't tell me?
No, you're going to
I'm going to like it?
Yeah.
Why am I going to like it? It's hilarious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Venga por mí. Aquí no esperan Miraflores. No se tarden en llegar. ¡Cobarde!
And now, if you don't know, now you know.
The White House put this out? Uh-oh. This is, okay. You can't tell me the leaders of the world are just like, all right, I say we totally release this. And, this is Kardashians. This is, what are we watching, a Netflix special? Like this, it means nothing to me. This is goofy.
Take his shirt off.
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean,
Does he go on and wait? Does he? I wanted to know where he goes with this.
Yeah, we'll go a little bit more. Yeah.
Goofy. I got nothing to say about it. What do you think about this? Be honest. What do you think about this? What does your generation think about all this that's going on? What do you think we were doing? First of all, do you think it really happened? Let's start with that.
I know.
Do you think it really happened?
Is so
That
young.
guy in the middle. If that kid, I don't think that kid shaves yet.
Yeah, he's not. He's in high school. There's no way that kid's in college. He's just.
No.
I have a daughter in college. I know what a college kid looks like, and that guy looks 17. Why is he? Where did he find these guys? That's the thing. Like, was he waiting?
I mean, it could
outside?
be his intern. But I can't wait. What's amazing is that I'm not sure that anybody knows anything beyond that video. And so Brewer's asking their opinion, and they're going to be like, I don't know. And Brewer's going to be like, I don't know. But the video's ridiculous. Wait, what?
what it is. No one has any information on it at all. So then you just get this guy who's kind of confused. People are saying he's drunk. I don't know what this is how he is. I think.
But
he's just kind of like lost in his thoughts, and there's a lot of dead air and stuff. Which, by the way, this is not a live thing. He could have cut out that stuff. But
he's also. Can I say he's mad at? I don't know if you know this, Sam. He's really mad at Ron DeSantis.
Oh, because of the chemtrails. I'm not.
Don't worry, we do research over here.
Yeah, I know.
He chemtrails.
No, we follow. I mean, listen, we don't have the chemtrail problem up here in New York State because Hochul's pretty good about this stuff. But we follow. Like, that's why I wouldn't go to Florida, because of the chemtrails, of course.
Every time I saw chemtrails in Florida, I pointed at him and said to my wife, "Jim Brewer probably hates this."
Let's play. I want to watch a little more and see where he goes with this, because I want to see this. Because a 17-year-old kid like this, he could put this on his college resume. Like, I explained Maduro to Jim Brewer,
and he was not happy with me.
He got mad. Yeah.
A red hat, I'm exaggerating, but it's all different outfits and all that. And it's a great, it's great distraction away from Epstein list. It's a great distraction away from the Gaza Strip and people getting blown to pieces. And we're going to build a really nice real estate.
Jim.
Damn.
Right?
It's a nice
there's a
distraction from people getting murdered and who is on the Epstein list going, how old are you, child? They'll never find out.
That's also how he hired his producers.
We got the devil. We didn't get the British guy, but we did get the devil.
Yeah, he's
The
got
British
two
guy is
characters, the British guy and the devil. The British guy, anytime there's someone who's like prim and proper or whatever, he'll do a British guy, and then he loves to do the devil for some reason. You know, he just loves to screech into the microphone like that. But yeah,
The British guy
his
is
politics are weird because.
I mean, those are, like kudos to him. I mean, like everything. I mean, I don't know that it's just a distraction from the Epstein files, but it is its own thing. But the idea that he's like calling out what's happening in Gaza and the Epstein files in themselves. I mean,
Yeah.
He's fully, and here's the part a little bit later in the clip where he talks about the Trump administration and basically offers a mea culpa.
Aware, but I'm not getting involved in a whole, hey, we're number one. I'm done with that. I'm done with it. I was done with it a long time ago. I feel like I got Trojan horsed by the current administration, totally Trojan horsed. They ain't about peace. It disturbs me. It's evil. It's evil. I choose love over evil. And that's the best I can tell you. I'm not getting into this clown show.
That poor 17-year-old.
I mean,
I feel like right now, if Trump saw this clip, he would have an easy go in on him though, because he'd do the old Barney Frank. Because he's got them nipples protruding.
Yeah,
he kind of looks all nasty in that shirt. But yeah, he's. I don't know when Trump lost him, but yeah, he's maybe because Trump's not talking about chemtrails, possibly.
Yeah. I think it's 90% of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do believe
the EPA commissioner is talking about chemtrails, so he should be a little validated.
Yeah, but Brian, the planes are still flying above Florida.
You're right.
So
yeah,
it was all talk, no walk.
you go to Naples, Florida, you can't get away from the chemtrails there.
Yeah, I mean, it is like I would love to sit down with a list and map his political views, because what the
Just throw spaghetti sauce at the wall. That's the map.
But honestly, what's operating here? And I don't know. Maybe he's just sort of crazy in some fashion. But what? I'm curious if he represents a political perspective. There are other people going out there. I listen to Brewer because obviously he's hugely funny, but also I am 1-to-1 on. I'm with him on all his. We sync up almost perfectly. I wonder if there's like 2 or 3 people who say that.
Yeah,
there are.
Right.
I read the comments on his posts all the time. But who they remind me of is the people really close after 9/11 that got really into loose change and weren't really Republicans or Democrats, but then they all turned into Ron Paul guys.
Right.
And,
by the way,
don't say it.
Brian door knocked for Ron
I didn't
Paul.
door knock for Ron Paul. I had a sign in my yard for Ron Paul. Listen, it was a quick thing. It was fast.
Did you paint the town, Ron?
I wanted drugs.
He wanted drugs to be legal.
I was really, really addicted to pills at that time, and I was like, imagine if I could go to the grocery store and get these things.
So material. You had a material. It was like your politics were informed by material needs, and he had a policy to provide for it.
I will say this. I do want to say I listened in 2003. I was listening to Rush Limbaugh and shit like that in my van when I was working. And then I seriously, no bullshit, started listening to The Majority Report in 2004. And that was what turned me into
that's
from Ron
common.
Paul.
That's common, I think. Rush Limbaugh to Majority Report.
The Limbaugh to Majority Report pipeline was
I'll say what I think happened. This George W. Bush guy, I was training him at the cable company, and every day he was bringing me stacks of paper.
Oh, not literally George W. Bush. Okay. Okay.
No, he would bring me these stacks of paper and be like, "This is proof of the WMDs and all this stuff." And I think I hated that guy so much. I was just like, I'm not Republican anymore. And then Air America launched, and I was listening to it all day. I would like download it. Sorry.
Oh, that's awesome.
And listen to it. So you did change me back then, and then turn me into this, which is
that's pretty impressive.
A prominent
because
leftist.
He used to, he was like, we're talking pilled out cable guy, once drove the cable truck on top of someone's car, crashed it into a ditch, was just like in a violence gang. He was.
I wasn't in a violence gang.
A proper dirtbag. He went by Queeber. His name was Queeber.
Don't say that on here.
So to rescue a guy like that, that's
pretty good. That's great. How do you guys know each other? Just from
Bryan used to have a show called Street Fight Radio that he did that was a politics show, and he did a series called Shocktober.
Did you call in as a fake caller? And
no, I wish.
No, I never did that. I came on on Shocktober. We started doing Felix Biederman from Chapo and Bryan and myself did a series called Shocktober that we still do now every October, where we cover shock jocks like Bubba the Love Sponge and Man Cow Mueller and people like that. The Grease Man, who's one of our favorites. I don't know.
Grease Man, holy shit!
He's still out there, Sam, and he's doing it.
Oh, I don't think I've listened to him in 30 years.
Oh, that's what he was in his heyday, but he does cameos now, and most of the
he was in
cameos
DC at that time.
DC 101.
I used to listen to him in the morning at DC when I was like 18. I was working in the Hill, and I used to listen to the Grease Man.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know the Grease Man, one thing is like on Futurama, Zap Brannigan or whatever, that character that Billy West did was based on that voice. Like he was basing his voice partially on the Grease Man. He would do these crazy, like wild, wacky voices. But yeah, he still does cameos now. It's one of the saddest things ever. He's extremely elderly.
He must be like in his 80s.
He's almost as old as the camera is close to his face when he records a cameo.
And most of his cameos are for us. Not
people
we
in
don't
our
buy them.
Yeah, like people who watch our channel or listen to our show, they'll get them to say a bunch of silly stuff or whatever. But
Stuff about swingers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like they
Sam, what do you know about the pineapple lifestyle?
I barely remember. I just remember. I honestly, like, if you guys had not brought him up, I would certainly have passed away without ever thinking about him again. And I'm trying to, I just remember the Grease Man. I just remember the name of the Grease Man. I remember he was like a morning guy.
He was the biggest.
I feel like I won tickets to the Dead and Tom Petty and Bob Dylan that summer from him.
That's incredible. What did
so
you have to let him tell your wife that she was going to give him a snarling or something?
I don't know what it
One
was.
of the big things is he'd have people give the phone to their wife in bed, and then he would say really horrible things to them.
Yes, I remember that. My God.
He got fired twice for extreme racism. Like in a way that was like the first time he got fired, it was insane. The stuff
That's how you
said.
built a career in that era, I think.
But the second time was like
it was pretty abhorrent stuff that he said, but yeah, which was kind of wild, right? Because he's this wacky kind of guy, right? He wasn't a political person, so he was this wacky dude who then came out and was like showed himself to be this really bad racist and never really recovered. He started doing a call out show for where he was like, it was like he paid for his time, and he would literally, people would give him the numbers and he would call them. And we have one clip we love to play where the guy's just like, I'm just heading out the door, actually, Grease buddy. You don't really have time to talk to you. And that was kind of the vibe of it. Really sad.
I do say
that is an amazing idea for a show, though. It's just like calling people who don't want to talk to you. Like, no, listen, I'm on the radio. I really need to. Okay, all right. Well, I'll catch you later.
I have 20 hours of the Grease Man on my computer right now. If you ever need Grease Man,
Yeah, you need any stuff.
I think I've been satiated by just like remembering him. I think that's enough.
Do you listen to any other? Did you listen to any other like No, I guess Man Cow.
I know Man Cow. I definitely listened to Man Cow because he was right wing by the time I listened to him. But I would listen to a lot of right wing talk radio when and then like Nori. I would do Coast to Coast, mostly with Nori, a little bit with Art Bell. I mean, I listened to a lot of talk radio as like over
Bubba
the years.
The Love Sponge, no Bubba the Love Sponge.
You aren't a Bubba the Love Sponge.
Of course.
I remember
Hulk
Bubba
Hogan's friend.
Yeah, Hulk's buddy. Who?
Well,
But a lot of times when I was listening to radio was also like, when you actually had to listen on radio. Like there was like Phil Henry before, early Phil Henry. Although at that time, I think you get CDs too after a while.
Yeah, well, those guys would put out CDs always. That was a huge thing. They would put out complications and they'd be like clips.
I have those too.
Yeah, I've got them. People send us all this stuff.
I have this Grease Man record that somebody sent me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the Lawman.
And why is it within arm's reach of you?
Because I had to show. I had to show it on a stream recently.
It's like Greaseman came out of nowhere, and it's all right, just the album right here.
Well, Greaseman comes up with me anytime me and Chris talk.
Yeah, and I mentioned it before, but it's like a pineapple lifestyle.
And Man Cow.
You sort of dodged that one, Sam, but I was asking you what you know about the pineapple lifestyle. That's the swinger lifestyle. You
don't know pineapple, yeah.
Why do they call it the pineapple lifestyle?
We don't know.
Like,
but
I don't know.
Never.
If you see an upside down pineapple, though, genuinely, like if you see an upside down pineapple anywhere, that means that it's like a swinger friendly place, or that's a reference to swinging and pineapple stuff. That was our first episode we ever did. We covered this like swinger couple that goes to sex clubs and gives tours and stuff. So it's unfortunately become like a big part of our show, regardless of if we want it to or not.
Strongly associated with the lifestyle.
Yeah, we're strongly associated with the pineapple lifestyle. Even though I'm we're both married and in
That's a big
monogamous.
Wait. Why would that in any way inhibit the pineapple lifestyle?
But
Chris is
like a
kind of a
prerequisite.
swinger. Yeah, Chris is kind of a swinger.
I mean, listen, there's only one of us who, Brian used to actually attend sex parties, and that's true. He claims he never went upstairs. He said, no, I stayed downstairs. I'm like, well, you're still at a sex party,
What was the difference between downstairs and upstairs at the sex party?
Where the sex was happening is upstairs.
Oh,
I would go to my friend Porno Sean's house on Friday nights, and we'd all be hanging out.
Did you say Porno Sean?
Porno Sean, he was gathering porno to open a porno shop.
Okay.
So he was gathering large quantities of pornography in high school.
I asked him why he kept buying porno one time, because every time we went, he would stop and buy some porno. And he was like, I'm going to open up a porno store in Buckeye Lake. He's like, there are no porno stores there. It's
he saw a huge, he saw a big hole in the market. And he's just like, yeah, people love porno. I mean, look how much I love it. So
but I would go to his house and we'd all be partying, and then people would start disappearing upstairs. And once, enough people were upstairs at the orgy, it's like me and my wife were like, let's get out of here. We jump in the car and take off because there's nobody to talk to because they're all up doing an orgy. But I wasn't at the orgy. I was just at the party that turned into it. And I even would say I was at the party when it was a party, not when it was an orgy. So that
he went back to the party again, knowing that that's what it was going to become.
Well, the first part of the port, you're just more comfortable with the first part of the sort of the four party.
Well, I'm guessing.
I like the beginning of the party. It's fun
and stuff. Yeah, that's fair.
All my friends were there.
Mm-hmm. But Sam, you know nothing about it. You've never even been to like a swinger club or anything like that.
No, I have not actually. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not kink shaming in any way. I just have never. I'm just not even aware. I didn't. Now that I know about the pineapple, maybe things will start to pick up for me a little bit. I'm sure I've seen the upside down pineapple.
It's funny because we found on YouTube there are so many videos of tours of sex clubs, and like they're all glossy and done really well.
Yeah, they're very high production value. It's like seven, so they make them look very good. But then we found the channel. I don't even want to say them because you guys are a really big show. I don't want people to go bother them. But we found this couple who they show you the real nitty gritty of what it are. They don't have the production. They don't have the good lighting. They show you what it actually is, and they are haunting. There's one of them where you look it up on Google Maps, and it's just like this giant barn on the side of a highway. And then, but the inside is like this wild sex club. So yeah, we learned all kinds.
You're gonna
of
have
stuff.
to send us a link after the show. It's too.
The EC Oasis store. Yeah, the EC Oasis store is just so crazy because it's like none of the walls go up to the ceiling, so you can go into these little rooms. But then when you
ventilation, Sam.
Oh yeah, of course. No, you need circulation.
But they'll go into these little rooms and there'll be a bed with like 2 condoms on it, and it just looks so scary. A towel and 2 condoms.
It really looks like found footage horror. It looks like found footage horror.
It's so badly lit and painted. It's like really bad. And then like they'll go into a room and there'll be like a gynecologist table and stuff. And you're like, I don't know what's going on here. I don't like it. You know what I mean? And like in the middle of it, they have an orgy couch.
But we cover a lot of stuff, Sam, on the show.
No, we
a lot
don't.
of different stuff. We
Mostly the sex clubs.
Yeah, we cover all every week. We just what was the most recent one that we did, Brian? What was the
Food Network guys?
Food Network guys. So we'll just we do a lot of non-sexual stuff. I just for people listening, it's not like if you listen to a main episode, we're not going to be talking about sex stuff the whole time.
That's on the Patreon mostly.
On the Patreon.
these days. And the first few episodes of the show where we were obsessed.
Now, is YouTube? No, YouTube.
We don't have YouTube.
No, we need to do that.
We started a YouTube channel, but we don't have any. It's Brian and I are the only people who do the show. Like we don't have a crew of people or anything like that. So I don't know. I think maybe we should have people to help us, and then we could do stuff like that. But yeah, we're just on iTunes and Spotify and all that stuff. Yeah.
Maybe the Brew Crew, a couple of guys from the Brew Crew, like they can't.
When I was on vacation, I was telling my wife about Jim Brewer when we were driving. The last time when we were driving to the Keys, and she was like, "What's this show called? Brew Haha?" And I was like, "No, that makes sense. Like that actually makes sense. No, it's called the Bruniverse, which doesn't make any sense in any world at all. It's crazy. You can think of 5 better names for his podcast than he did."
All right, let's do it. No, I'm just joking.
So maybe next week on the Guys podcast, 5 alternate names for Brewers podcast. There it is.
Okay, we'll do it by Sunday. I'll make Chris do it.
Next week, we're actually covering it. We've already recorded it. We're doing Bald Guys, which is quite an interesting episode. Bald
We
guys.
follow with Big Boobs Guys after that, just because sometimes we got to go back to our roots, you know? Just guys that love big boobs.
Bryan Quinby, Chris James, been a lot of fun, guys. We'll put a
big boob story, Sam. Brian, when he was younger, he used
no.
He used to suck on a girl's titties for 3 hours instead of having sex.
Why did you do
It just
that?
reminded me of it. He hates when I tell that to people he admires, and I just know he's a really big fan of yours, so I wanted to mention that.
That's a legit panic in your eyes when he started that story. It made me laugh so hard.
Every time. He did it with Tim Heidecker. He did it with
Tom Sharp.
He did it to Joe Pera when Joe Pera was on.
Yeah, so I'm
I'm
trying
just
to go.
like
You guys have a format you got to follow. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I mean, I'm sure she enjoyed. I'm sure she enjoyed.
Well, no, she wanted him to do more. She was clearly, anyways.
We will put a link to the Guys podcast in our podcast and YouTube description. Brian, Chris, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.